Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show, and welcome to another episode of 30 Inks, 30 Days. How are you all doing today? Are you having a nice day? I hope you're having a nice day wherever you are in the world. Today we are looking at a blue ink This one, I believe, is from the OC Pen Club. Thanks go out to the OC Pen Club for providing a sample for this review.
This is a reminder. 1 p.m.
1 p.m. Alright, here is our look at today's ink. This is a nice blue ink. Kind of reminds me of other inks just looking at it. It does have a little bit of red sheen there, which is nice. Okay, let's do the water resistance test, so we can see if it's water resistant at all. That didn't have a chance. Basically, no water resistance. So, that's too bad. But, that is how it is. Here is our ink painting of the day. Nice, very nice. Kind of looks like a fish of some sort. One of those betta fishes. And here is our toilet paper chromatography. I see a darker blue in the middle, a little bit of lighter blue on the outside. Very cool, very cool. Well, before we go any farther, I'm going to share this with our friends so that they can come and hang out with us too. Right. We're going to share this to the blogger and the LinkedIn and the Twitter and the Reddit and the 30 Inks 30 Days Pinterest and the Facebook, and last but not least the Tumblr. Alright. We are all shared out. So, hopefully some of our friends will come and hang out with us today. Alright, let's do some paper review, shall we? Alright, this is the Pen and Gear Memo book from Walmart.com. Oop, I need to zoom in just a little bit so we can see what's going on. Maybe bump up the brightness a little bit. There we go. Now we can see what's going on. Look at that beautiful sheen. And the shading, super nice. No feathering, no bleeding, little bit of ghosting. Alright, this is lightweight traveler's notebook paper. Look at that sheen. Super nice sheen. Nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, little bit of ghosting. Alright, this is super lightweight traveler's notebook paper. Nice sheen, nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, little bit of ghosting. Alright, this is Moleskine 70 GSM. Oy. It is spreading into the page, and it did bleed through the page. This is Field Notes Journal, 90 GSM. This one is also spreading into the page, and it is bleeding through the page. Alright, this is Fabriano Eco Qua, 85 GSM. Bring the lights down just a little bit. Nice sheen, nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Alright, this is 52 GSM Tumaway River. Nice sheen, nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, little bit of ghosting though. This is Ayush 100 GSM paper. Nice sheen, nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This is Leuchtturm 1917. Nice sheen, nice shading, no feathering, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. This is the 15th anniversary limited artist collection. Midori MD paper. Nice sheen, nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, little bit of ghosting. Cosmo Air Light, 75 GSM. Ooh, look at that sheen. Nice sheen, nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, little bit of ghosting. Okay, this is the Jot Journal from the Dollar Tree. Nice shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Alright, this is Marmon Nemosiny 80 GSM dot grid. Nice shading, no feathering. Little bit of bleeding, tiny bit of bleeding, little bit of ghosting. Alright, this is Oxford Optic paper. Not too much sheen. It does look like it's trying to seep into the page, and it did bleed a little bit through the page. Clairefontaine, 90 GSM. No sheen, nice shading, no feathering. Little bit, tiny, itty bitty bit of bleeding, little bit of ghosting. Lamy Booklet, 90 GSM. I don't see any sheen. It is feathering just a little tiny bit. And it does have a little bit of bleed through and a lot of bit of ghosting. Egg Seed 100 GSM heavyweight paper from Walmart.com. Nice shading. I don't see any sheen. It is spreading into the page a little bit. And there is a little bit of bleeding and a little bit of ghosting. Alright, this is Up and Up Wide Rule composition book from Target.com. Hi Adam, how are you doing? Long time no see. Unrealistically horrible. Well, it makes good for some types of calligraphy. That's about it. But I agree. I probably won't be buying another book unless somebody else uses the book that tells me that they want me to review the book. Otherwise, I probably won't be reviewing it after it's dead. Alright, this is Up and Up Wide Rule composition book from Target.com. This stuff is relatively cheap and relatively good. It has just the teeniest, tiniest bit of sheen. Nice shading. A little bit of bleeding. Lot of bit of bleeding. A lot of bit of ghosting. But for $1, what do you want? Actually, I think they're on sale around August for back to school for like 25 cents. So that's the time to go. Alright, this is True Red Composition Book from Staples.com. Oh dear, this one's feathering like a chicken. No sheen, nice shading. And it did bleed heavily through the page. I gotta tell you right now, though, this stuff right here, this is Apica. This has to be the smoothest paper I have ever used. It is so smooth, it's like a baby's butt. So smooth. And all of these inks, only one of them bled through. Well, maybe two of them. That's some heavy ghosting, but only one of them kind of bled through. This has some nice sheening going on. Nice shading. No bleeding. Barely any ghosting. That's the only one that's bled through so far. Other than that, they're all pretty well cooperative, and it's super smooth. This would be good for doing calligraphy on or writing letters with, I think. Alright, this is the Nanami 7 Seas 68 GSM Tomoe River. Ooh, beautiful sheen, but it is slightly feathering into the page. Little bit of bleeding, little bit of ghosting. Rodan Dot Pad 80 GSM. I don't see any sheen. Nice shading, tiny bit of feathering, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Okay, where did I put the... Oh, this is Artist Loft. We're done with this page. So I wanted to look at all of the inks that went on this page and what they look like. This paper does have a little bit... It does not well with some inks and well with others. So I don't know what makes it feather or bleed into the page. I think that whatever the inks are made out of, sometimes they're made with ones that stay on top of the page. But this stuff isn't very good either. Even though it's 100 GSM, it's not the best. I wouldn't write on the back of this page. Okay, that one's going in the bin. New page. Artist Loft. 100 GSM. Okay, a little bit of sheen, nice shading. No real feathering, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. I don't see any feathering. Alright, this is Buffet handmade paper from Italy. Oh, a little bit of sheen, but it is feathering like a chicken, and no bleeding, no ghosting. I really like this paper, even though it does feather on almost all of the paint. Like, that's like true feathering. When it, like, the little tiny wisps come off of it. Looks super cool. But the fact that it doesn't bleed through is pretty amazing, I think. That's super rare to find a paper that feathers but doesn't bleed through. Alright, this is U-Style notebook paper. Nice shading, no sheen. A little bit of feathering, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. This is Sheffield Home Paper Goods. Nice shading, I don't see any sheen. A little bit of feathering. A little bit of bleeding. A little bit of ghosting. Alright, this is CVS caliber notebook paper. Don't notice my fat finger right there. Beautiful sheen. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This is the best paper for your money right here. Oxford notebook paper. This is second best, I have to say. Beautiful sheen, beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. And then the worst of the worst. Mead wide ruled notebook paper. Nice shading. Feather like a chicken. Bled right through the page. This is the worst. Everything bleeds through Mead. Everything. So, maybe not. This is 5-star notebook paper. This is with their quote unquote bleed resistant, but it's still feather like a chicken, bled through the page. This is speckled notebook paper. Nice shading. I don't see hardly any sheen. Barely, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. HP Premium 32-pound copy paper. Tiny wisps of feathering. Nice shading. I don't see any sheen. A little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Akkerman cross-section pad. Tiny bit of sheen. Nice shading. No real feathering. A little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Original Crown Mill 100 GSM paper. Barely any shading. No sheen. It's feathering like a chicken. And it's bleeding and ghosting heavily through the page. Alright, this is Original Crown Mill 100 GSM paper. Nice shading. I don't see any sheen. A little bit of spread. A little bit of bleeding. A little bit of ghosting. Okay. Let's do some paper. Let's do some comparison panel. I need a bigger box. My box is getting too big. I think I'm going to classify this as a dark blue ink. Let's see. I'm going to kind of run through these pretty quickly. So, if you want to go back and see one of these compared, all you have to do is get to the spot in the video where you think it might be, and then use the period or the comma key to move one frame forward or one frame back. Cali blue, Waterman blue, Sailor High, no. Ooh, this one's kind of close. KWZ Sheen Machine. Robert Louis Stevenson South Seas Blue. Angelfish is another one. Simone. Cosmos. Arctic Blast. This one is kind of the same without the shimmer. Wow, these could be twins. But Arctic Blast has shimmer. Blue Bonnet. Kainaidu Nepal. Aurora Blue. Cross Blue. Lamy Blue. Light Primary Blue. Hippocamp. Dauf's Blau. Serenity. Blue Lightning. Turquoise. Mediterranean. Radiant blue, Baltimore Canyon blue, food color blue, Capri blue, Portland sapphire, Bernanke blue, Florida blue, nitrogen, blue moon, Rory, Sumir, Compeki, indigo, starry sky blue, Konage, Asagao, Ijisai, Bay State blue, blue Caprizi, AO blue, and Thunderbolt. Let's look at some very dark blues. Dragon's Knight. This is more purple. This is like a blurple. Kundache. Michael. Storm. Herbert. Silent Night. Aoguro. Midnight Blue. These are very similar. Stargazer. Ralph Waldo Emerson Twilight Blue. Upon a Star. Blue Blood. Skull and Roses. Sheen Machine. Blue Black. Blue Velvet Cake. Stars and Stripes. Columbia Blue Copper. Midnight Blue. Deep Dark Blue. Steel Blue. Hell's Bells. Lake of Fire. Flying Squid Blue, Timeless Blue, Konig's Blau, this one's kind of similar, Serenity Blue, another one that's kind of similar, Ruby Blues, Saltire, DC Super Show Blue, this one's kind of similar too, Colorverse Cat, Maureen, Bloody Brexit, Cenote, and Dark Blue. Just for giggles and snorts, the Gray Blues, Allegheny River, Ferdinand von Zeppen, Real Dark Blue, One More Sleep, Royal Blue, Indigo Bunting Blue, Blue Snowball Nebula Twinkle, Blue Black, Ha Ha, Blue Black, Dark Washed, Oliphant, Pigmented Deep Blue, Thunderstorm, 54th Mass, Fog Gray, Crystal Benatite, Prussian Blue, Molten Tin, Black Blue, Butterfly Nebula, For a Degree, Hokusai, Rainy Day, Hokusai, Fukake Hinata, Nadeshiko, Cotton Blue, The Mind, Danuvius Danube, and Magnetic Blue. Wow. Okay. What did you guys think of today's ink? Are you guys looking for a dark-ish blue that's kind of bleedy? Let me know in the comment section below. That is all I have for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe. Ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. And I will be back very soon with another video. So take care until then. Okay, love you, bye. Have a great day.